Welcome to the Laredo District's virtual public meeting for the 2025 to 2028 Rural Transportation Improvement Plan. Today, we will go over the counties in the Laredo District and all the roads under the district's care. We will also review the basics of what is the rural tip and why is it important for you to be here with us today. We will explain how the projects included in the program are selected and classified in order to make the most of the program. Once you understand all of this, you will have the opportunity to review all the projects the Laredo District has included in the 2025 to 2028 program, both the big projects and the small supporting projects. We will also go over funding and answering questions like, where does the money to pay for these projects come from? And how does it get distributed? Lastly, we will outline all the options you have to comment on these projects and their priority. November 7, 2000 was the last deathless day on roadways in Texas. That means for nearly 22 years, at least one person has died every single day. We all have a part to play to change that. This message is that reminder to end the streak of deaths on Texas highways. We need drivers and passengers to act more responsibly and help us reach our goal of 0 deaths by 2050. Texans can play a major role in ending fatal crashes with a few simple driving habits. Wear seat belts, drive the speed limit, put away the phone and other distractions, and never drive under the influence of alcohol or drugs. So please do your part and share this message with your friends and family. The Laredo District includes all of the counties shown in the map. Projects included in the 2025 to 2028 rural tip are located in Webb, Duval, Salle, Dimmit, Kinney, Zavala, Maverick, and Val Verde counties. The Rural Transportation Improvement Program is a list of local projects to be funded in a TxDOT district over the next 4 years. This means that all projects included in the list are expected to be underway within 4 years following its approval. These are the changes you can expect to go to contract in the near future. It is multimodal, which means that it can include projects relating to highways, bicycle and pedestrian facilities, transit services, and freight projects, as well as the preliminary studies used to define those projects. The rural tip is meant to show regional agreement on the need and priority of a transportation project, so all parties involved can be sure they are making the best investment for the community. It is also expected to be consistent with the projects and objectives included in the regional long-range transportation plans to ensure that all agencies are working towards the same goal. The rural tip is a part of the statewide Transportation Improvement Program, or STIP. Because the program's rules are established by federal law, no project can receive federal funding unless it is listed in the rural tip. It is important for you to participate because funding secured by this process is intended to address your community's most immediate needs. By providing comments on the priority of the projects included, you are helping us identify regional priorities. By reviewing the entire program in a single meeting, you are 1. Having a regional impact, 2. Helping us be more effective with your money, and 3. Ensuring that we are investing where we should. Rural transportation organizations, metropolitan planning organizations, and local governments are responsible for selecting projects within their boundaries. TxDOT, through the district office, is responsible for selecting all projects relating to the state transportation system and other national roadways. This includes interstates, state and U.S. highways. But most importantly, this can also include the farm-to-market and ranch-to-market roads you use every day. The projects you will review today should respond to local needs. It is our responsibility to provide you with the opportunity to provide input on which projects should be advanced. Once projects have been defined, they are evaluated according to their scale and classified according to the funding they require, as well as their potential impact. Big projects are categorized as regionally significant projects and are included as standalone items, such as a new bridge over a river. To simplify this budgeting and planning process, smaller projects are lumped together into 12 separate subcategories, referred to as group projects. Group projects include things like landscaping, safety lights, or new bicycle and pedestrian facilities. This grouping practice facilitates the federal funding of smaller projects, such as the pavement repair of an FM road. This map shows CCSJ 0018050994 IH35 and CSJ 0037100041 US 83 for the construction of the widening of the existing roadway from 4 lanes to 6 lanes, with a new overpass at UPRR and direct connector to US 83 northbound, at a construction cost of $271 million. Both projects are included in the 2025 to 2028 rural tip for Webb County. This map shows CSJ 0037100040 US 83 for the construction of the widening of the existing roadway from 2 lanes to a 4-lane divided roadway, at a construction cost of $50,400,000. This project is included in the 2025 to 2028 rural tip for Webb County. This map shows CCSJ 0017081112 IH35 and CSJ 0017081113 IH35 for the construction of the replacement of on-system bridge IH35 at FM 469. Located approximately 10 miles north of Cotulla at a construction cost of $29 million. This project is included in the 2025 to 2028 rural tip for LaSalle County. The table shows the details of projects included in the 2025 to 2028 rural tip for Webb and LaSalle County. This map shows CCSJ 0299141010, SL480, CSJ 150801010, FM 1508, CSJ 0276011046, US 57, and CSJ 0299004083, US 277. For the construction of a new 2-lane roadway with railroad grade separation at a total construction cost of $142 million. These 4 projects are included in the 2025 to 2028 rural tip for Maverick County. The table shows the details of projects included in the 2025 to 2028 rural tip for Maverick County. The rural tip functions as a budget list for the district. Like the budget of a household, the rural tip has to be realistic about the amount of money available to cover all the needs. Frequently, we identify more improvements than we have money to implement. This means prioritizing according to those items that are most necessary. We've discussed the list, but where is the money coming from? Funds can come from 3 main sources: the federal government, through the establishment of the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act, or the IIJA. The federal government allocates these funds through the processes established by the Federal Highway and Transit Administrations. TxDOT, like the federal government, also allocates a section of our budget for these projects through the Unified Transportation Program's 12 funding categories. And 3, the local governments, once the need has been identified and the amount of federal monies has been defined, the rural tip helps local governments assess the funding requirements to match those of the federal and state government and their capacity to meet them. Now that you're familiar with the program, we want to hear what you think. To submit your comments, fill a comment card and mail it back to us at the address on the screen. Or you can also email your comments to Roberto Rodriguez at TxDOT.gov. Comments must be postmarked or otherwise received by June 22, 2024. Please make sure to send your comments before that date. If after today, you would like more information or have any other questions, feel free to reach out or visit the district web page for updates. Remember that you can pick up some takeaway materials if you wish to discuss this information with your friends or family. Just remind them to make sure they send their comments before June 22, 2024. Thank you for your time, and drive safely.